Ladies and gentlemen, whatever is going on between the DP Rigathi Gachagua and this boss President William Ruto currently is the same thing that happened between William Ruto and the former head of state Uhuru Kenyatta ahead of the 2022 general elections. Something very strange here is that in both cases, Raila Odinga is involved. And if you have realized, that is, if you have been following the current political situation between Rigiji and William Ruto together with Raila Odinga, Uhuru Kenyatta's name is being invoked by the DP. Currently, the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua is using politics of sympathy as the only strategy to counter William Ruto and Raila Odinga's handshake for his own political survival ahead of the 2027 general elections. And that is why yesterday, the DP Rigathi Gachagua was at Citizen TV for an interview, and he was talking about the humiliations, the frustrations, the sufferings that he has gone through in Ruto's government immediately after Raila Odinga was invited by Ruto to form the broad-based government ahead of the 2027 general elections. Rigathi Gachagua is not happy. And I mentioned here yesterday that the DP Rigathi Gachagua is playing with fire, joking with William Ruto. Ruto will impeach the DP Rigathi Gachagua before the 2027 general elections, because Ruto wants to prove one thing to Rigathi and his allies, that the votes that Ruto got in the larger Mount Kenya region in the previous 2022 general elections was not because of Rigathi and his allies. Ruto believes that he was the only one who went to look for the votes. He did not depend on anyone. But what the DP Rigathi Gachagua believes, together with his allies, is that without Rigathi, Ruto would not have gotten the votes that he got from the Mount Kenya region. So I want us to wait and see how all this will play out. But one thing that I know for sure, 100%, is that there is no way the DP Rigathi Gachagua will bring down both Ruto and Raila Odinga, no matter what political strategy that he will use. It is too late now. The 2027 general elections is well planned, well organized. Ruto will not appoint Rigathi as his deputy president again in 2027 general elections. But in this particular video here, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to take you back a little bit, because the DP Rigathi Gachagua mentioned something which is very important, that the former head of state, Uhuru Kenyatta, is still the undisputed king of the Mount Kenya region. He also said that currently his relationship with Uhuru Kenyatta and the Kenyatta family is excellent.
Does that mean Uhuru Kenyatta is still the king of the mountain?
Oh, yes. You do know? Uhuru Kenyatta is the undisputed king of the mountain.
And what is your relationship with him?
Good. Brotherly.
When did you do that?
Oh, we talk.
So serious issues have been exposed that I want to share with you in this analysis concerning the fallout between the former First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Mama Ngina Kenyatta, and Raila Odinga ahead of the previous 2022 general elections, to an extent that Mama Ngina Kenyatta does not want to see Raila Odinga again. And because of the fallout between the Kenyattas and Raila Odinga, the Kenyattas are funding, they are financing Rigathi Gachagua to counter the handshake between Ruto and Raila Odinga. I want to explain to you all these issues here. Because of the fallout between the Kenyattas and Raila Odinga, that is the reason as to why Raila Odinga is currently not the president of the Republic of Kenya. What really happened? And also why the Kenyattas are not supporting Raila Odinga's African Union Commission top job. But before we begin this analysis, a very interesting analysis, which I want you to follow to the end so that you can understand what exactly we are talking about here. I just want you to take 1 second or two. If you are listening to me and you haven't subscribed, this is the time. Just subscribe down below for you to be able to receive more political updates, very unique political updates from this channel. You can also give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend this video in particular and this channel to reach out to more people, because I believe that is the only way that we can improve this channel to grow. So to my returning subscribers who are listening to me, I want to thank you so much for your continued support. I don't take the support for granted. So let us begin from here. What really happened between Raila Odinga and Mama Ngina Kenyatta immediately after Mama Ngina declared publicly Raila Tosha ahead of the previous 2022 general elections? I remember very well, that was on Tuesday, the 22nd of March, the year 2022. Because Mama Ngina Kenyatta, on that particular day, endorsed Raila Odinga for the 2022 general elections without mentioning Raila Odinga's name. As a matter of fact, Mama Ngina Kenyatta has never, ever mentioned Raila Odinga's name. So it all began with the handshake. Then this is exactly what Mama Ngina said after the handshake between Uhuru and Raila Odinga. Let me show you this headline, which says, Mama Ngina now backs Raila Odinga's bid. Then on the endorsement part, she said this: without mentioning ODM leader by the name, former First Lady maintains that Uhuru Kenyatta means well for the country and implores Kenyans to support as new leader in August elections. And her exact words are like this. She said this: your president cannot misdirect you. He had no issues, but what do you do when your deputy brings up some issues? So Uhuru Kenyatta's DP during that time was President William Ruto. And after Mama Ngina Kenyatta's words here, the question is, was Mama Ngina Kenyatta really genuine on endorsing Raila Odinga's presidential bid in 2022? Because what was so hard for Mama Ngina Kenyatta to say or to tell people to vote for Raila Odinga? She only mentioned her son and how her son Uhuru Kenyatta, or Uhuru Kenyatta's decision, was right. So basically here, Mama Ngina Kenyatta's endorsement for Raila Odinga in the previous 2022 general election was not really genuine. the Kenyatta's endorsement for Raila Odinga's presidential bid was not genuine. That is why Raila Odinga is not the president of the Republic of Kenya currently. They never wanted Raila Odinga to be the president. What the Kenyattas wanted was Uhuru Kenyatta to proceed being the president of Kenya. So even if Raila Odinga had won the previous 2022 general elections, the person behind Raila Odinga, the most powerful person who would have controlled Raila Odinga's presidency, are the Kenyattas. They were not genuine at all. So what exactly led to their fallout? Let me give you the details. The fallout between the Kenyattas and Raila Odinga, first of all, it was because of the 1969 oath. An oath that was initiated by the Kenyattas' inner circle. That is why the Kenyattas found it very difficult to support Raila Odinga. What exactly was this oath all about? Let me just show you on the screen a little bit. It says, the 1969 Gema oath has been cropping up in the political space. It was administered by the Kikuyus, who vowed, among the things, never ever to allow the presidency to leave the house of Mumbi. That is the first oath that they took, that the presidency will never ever leave the house of the Kikuyus. Number two, they vowed also that the presidency will never ever move to the Luos, and they will never ever allow the daughters of Mumbi, the daughters of the Kikuyus, to be married by the Luos. That is why the hatred, that is where the hatred of Raila Odinga started in the larger Mount Kenya region. So it is a historical issue. Another reason as to why the fallout between the Kenyattas and Raila Odinga, it is because of the betrayal. In fact, Uhuru Kenyatta at some point, he was calling Raila Odinga and his allies in ODM Wasaliti, simply because Raila Odinga accepted to work with William Ruto. The handshake between Raila and William Ruto. Uhuru Kenyatta was so upset simply because Uhuru Kenyatta supported Raila Odinga's presidential bid in the year 2022 general elections. Then Raila Odinga betrayed the Kenyattas for William Ruto. That is what caused their fallout. And also that point, which is very obvious, the fallout between the Kenyattas and Raila Odinga, it is because it was so hard to sell Raila Odinga in the larger Mount Kenya region. And in the previous 2022 general elections, the Kenyattas suffered the humiliation, the embarrassment of supporting Raila Odinga, and they lost to William Ruto. I don't know what you think. I really want to know your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more political updates. Remember, my name is Jason. Bye-bye and have a good night. Thank you for listening.